Imagine this. You're sitting across from someone you've just met. The conversation feels normal. Then they smile and ask, "So, what's your biggest weakness?" Without thinking, you answer honestly. A few minutes later, the conversation ends. Nothing seems unusual. But weeks later, you realize that single answer changed how they treated you. Suddenly, they questioned your confidence, ignored your opinions, or even used your own words against you. Coincidence? Not always, because some questions aren't designed to start conversations. They're designed to gather information. Information about your fears, your confidence, your boundaries, your future, and sometimes, your weaknesses. Here's what Machiavelli understood over 500 years ago. The smartest people don't just listen to your answers. They study how you answer. Your hesitation, your emotions, your body language, your confidence. Because every answer reveals something about the person behind it. Modern psychology agrees. People reveal far more through casual conversations than they ever intend to. And those who understand human behavior know exactly how to use that information. Now don't misunderstand this. This video isn't about becoming paranoid. It's about becoming aware. Because awareness protects you better than suspicion ever can. Today, you'll discover 5 questions emotionally intelligent people never answer carelessly. Not because they're hiding something, but because they understand that not every question deserves complete access to their mind. And the final question looks so innocent that millions of people answer it every single day without realizing they're giving away their biggest advantage. Let's begin. Question 1. What's your biggest weakness? At first, this sounds like an honest question. In fact, it's one of the most common questions you'll hear during job interviews, business meetings, networking events, even on first dates. But here's the part nobody talks about. The real purpose often isn't the answer itself. It's seeing how you think under pressure. Imagine 2 candidates interviewing for the same position. The interviewer asks, "What's your biggest weakness?" The first candidate immediately says, "I'm terrible at handling pressure. I overthink everything. I'm not really a leader." He thinks honesty alone will impress the interviewer. Instead, he's unintentionally defining himself by his limitations. Now the second candidate pauses, smiles, and says, "Earlier in my career, I sometimes tried to do everything myself. Over time, I learned that trusting a strong team produces better results." Notice the difference. He answers honestly, without handing over unnecessary ammunition. Machiavelli believed that wise people understood the difference between honesty and overexposure. You don't build trust by revealing every weakness immediately. You build trust through consistent character. Modern psychology calls this impression management. People naturally form opinions within seconds. Once someone labels you as insecure, lazy, or emotionally unstable, that first impression becomes surprisingly difficult to change. That's why emotionally intelligent people choose their words carefully. Not because they're pretending, but because they understand context matters. Think about successful leaders. Do they walk into a room introducing themselves with every insecurity they have? Of course not. They allow people to judge them through their actions, not their self-criticism. Here's the hidden lesson. When someone asks about your weaknesses, they're often measuring something much deeper. Your self-awareness, your confidence, your emotional stability, not simply the weakness itself. Because confident people can acknowledge imperfections without letting those imperfections define them. And that's exactly what separates emotionally intelligent people from everyone else. But if question number 1 reveals how you see yourself, question number 2 reveals something even more valuable. It exposes how much control other people have over your future. Question 2. How much money do you make? It sounds like a casual question, but most of the time, people aren't asking because they're curious. They're trying to figure out your status. Imagine 2 co-workers. One reveals his exact salary to everyone. Within days, some people become jealous. Others start comparing. A few quietly lose respect because they expected him to earn more. Nothing about his work changed. Only the information people had. Machiavelli understood this well. The more people know about your resources, the easier it becomes to judge, compare, or manipulate you.
Money changes how people behave. Some treat you better, some treat you worse. Very few treat you exactly the same. That's why successful entrepreneurs, investors, and executives rarely discuss their finances with strangers. Not because they're hiding something, but because privacy protects peace. If someone asks about your income, a simple response is enough. I'm comfortable with where I am right now, or I prefer to keep financial matters private. You stay respectful without giving away unnecessary information, because once people know what you have, they often stop seeing who you are. And the next question is even more dangerous, because it reveals something far more valuable than money: your future plans. Question 3. What's your next move? This question sounds friendly, but here's what most people don't realize. Not everyone asking wants to support your goals. Some simply want to know what you're planning. Imagine you're starting an online business. You tell everyone about your idea before you've even launched. Some people laugh. Others fill your mind with doubt. A few may even copy your idea before you act. Suddenly, your excitement disappears. Machiavelli believed that plans are strongest when they're protected until the right moment. That's why successful people often stay quiet while they're building. Then, they let their results do the talking. Apple became famous for keeping new products secret until launch day. Why? Because surprise creates advantage. If someone asks, "So, what's your next big plan?" you don't have to reveal everything. Simply say, "I'm working on a few things. I'll share them when the time is right." That's confidence, not secrecy. Because once people know your destination, they can influence your journey. And sometimes, silence is the smartest strategy. But the fourth question is even more dangerous because it reveals your emotional weakness. Question 4. Why are you still single? Or why didn't you get that promotion? This question seems harmless, but often, people aren't looking for the answer. They're looking for your emotional reaction. Imagine someone asks, "Why are you still single?" If you immediately become defensive or start explaining every detail of your personal life, you've revealed something important: your insecurity. Machiavelli understood that people pay attention to what makes you emotional, because whatever triggers you can often be used to influence you. Emotionally intelligent people don't feel the need to justify themselves. They simply smile and say, "I'm happy with where I am right now," or "The right time hasn't come yet." Short, calm, confident, no unnecessary explanations. Remember, the more you explain yourself, the more opportunities you give others to judge you. And now comes the fifth and most dangerous question. Almost everyone answers it without realizing they're giving away their greatest weakness. Question: Can I trust you? At first, this sounds like the easiest question to answer. Most people immediately say, "Of course, absolutely, you can trust me." But here's what Machiavelli understood. Trust is never built by saying the words. It's built by proving them over time. Imagine you've just met someone at a networking event. Within 10 minutes, they ask, "Can I trust you?" An emotionally inexperienced person rushes to earn approval. They begin sharing personal stories, business ideas, even private information. They think openness creates trust. In reality, it often creates vulnerability. The emotionally intelligent person responds differently. They smile and say, "Trust is something we build, not something we promise." Simple, respectful, confident. Think about Warren Buffett. He once said that trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. That's why successful people don't hand out trust. And they don't ask for it either. They let time answer the question. Here's the hidden lesson. When someone asks if they can trust you, they're often testing your need for approval. People who desperately want to be liked usually answer too quickly. People with quiet confidence understand that trust isn't spoken, it's demonstrated. So the next time someone asks, "Can I trust you?" remember this: don't try to convince them. Give them a reason to believe you through your actions. Machiavelli's greatest lesson wasn't to fear people, it was to understand them. The right answer isn't always saying more. Sometimes, it's knowing what deserves to remain private. Because in a world where everyone is eager to speak, the person who thinks before answering often holds the greatest advantage. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Hidden Mind for more psychology documentaries that reveal the hidden rules of human behavior.